spot. I'm feeling good.
Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 10, season number 6 of the NOFSRL Rockstar Pro Series. We are here at the Nashville Super Speedway, ready to kick off the Nashville Super Speedway weekend here on Napa Fan tomorrow night. The Cracker Barrel 400 and the Chick-fil-A Cup Series tonight, the Tennessee 65K. 32 laps of action around this 1 1/3 mile speedway in Lebanon, Tennessee. It's going to be a fun one because passing is going to be a little infrequent, which means they're actually going to be racing on the racetrack and not passing every single lap, which is racing I like to see every once in a while. We're going to get that here tonight with the Rockstar Pro Series. And how about Stephen Thompson with his 4th pole of the season in only 10 races? Stephen Thompson's been doing really good on the starting positions. But he comes into this race 22nd in points, and mind to tell you, there's only 24 full-time competitors in this series. But Thompson might have a good chance at the victory today because where you start means quite a bit here at Nashville, and we'll have to see if that gives Stephen Thompson his first race victory of the season in the Rockstar Pro Series. Just tonight, he starts deep in the field for this race, I believe 22nd, but he is still the points leader. He's won 3 times this season, 94 points towards the championship for him. Patrick Zeich in the number 20 is 20 points behind. John Gilbert, who won the last race here in the Rockstar Pro Series at Daytona, is 30 points behind. And it's Ryan Kendall, 32 points behind, and Gatlin Downey, 38 points behind. And another quick reminder, the point system is exactly how it is in Formula 1, with the exception of us not giving a bonus point to whoever has the fastest lap. It gives 25 points to the points leader, 18 to second, 15 to third, and so on. And only the top 10 finishers receive championship points here in the Rockstar Pro Series. Let's go ahead and get this one started here tonight. Like I mentioned, Stephen Thompson on the pole position, Edwin Mendez alongside him in the number 39. John Gilbert, who won our last race here in the Rockstar Pro Series, is alongside Zachary DeLello, who is still going for his first point of the season. He is yet to finish in the top 10, up to 9 full races of the season so far. So we'll have to see if he can translate this 4th place starting position into a top 10 finish. Alex Bonsignor and Matt Tuck in row number 3. Joey Hightower and Eric Monaco, Daniel Boyles, and Johnny Gardner. That's the top 10. There will be a set of pit stops in this race. They will have to come down the pit lane at some point throughout this event here tonight. So that's something these Rockstar Pro Series guys are not used to, but we will get that here tonight at the Nashville Super Speedway. So it's going to be interesting to see how that affects who gets the race victory in the Tennessee 65-kilometer race. 32 laps of action around the Nashville Super Speedway, and Stephen Thompson ready to lead the field of the green flag for the 4th time this season. Green flag in the air here in the Tennessee 65K. Let's see who gets it done in Music City. Lap 1 easily led by Stephen Thompson. And he is definitely not taking that pole position for granted here tonight. He went right out there and drove away from the rest of the field. Now Joey Hightower up to the 2nd position. Now Edwin Mendez looking for the 2nd position. A lot of passing going on for 2nd, but all that battling for 2nd place is allowing Thompson to pull away in the number 12. Ryan Durrani in the middle right here. Gatlin Downey right there as well. Mendez up to 2nd. But this is weird. Look at this. It's like Stephen Thompson has higher ratings than everybody else, and I will assure to you guys that he does not have higher ratings than the rest of the field, but all that double wide, that is how bad double wide is here at this racetrack compared to single wide. You can go so much faster if you do not have somebody alongside you, and you can definitely see the difference right there with Stephen Thompson pulling away the way he did at the start of this race. Mendez is up to second, Ryan Durrani in third. Gatlin Downey's here, Max Neuwirth to the inside of Joey Hightower. Hightower getting stuck on the outside. Patrick Zeig with a huge opportunity in this race. He could possibly leave this event the points leader if he gets a good enough run. As a matter of fact, he'd actually have to win the race. And for Justin Knight to finish outside the top 8. Yes. Actually, no, outside the top 7. If Justin Knight finished 8th or worse, then Patrick Zeig won the race. Patrick Zeig would be the new point leader. Ooh, Aiden Shepard got loose through the corner. We're probably going to see a lot of that tomorrow night. We're going to see a lot of this tomorrow night, too. 3 wide, and lots of times it does not work. But thankfully, they figured it out there. Just tonight, not wasting any time. He wants to get inside the top 10 and get more points. He's got the run to the inside of Aiden Shepard and Ryan Kendall, but he's currently outside the top 10 at this point at the line that time by. He was in the, wait for it to update here, 12th position, so 2 more positions and he's inside the top 10. Trying to move his way through the field right there in the number 23. And Edwin Mendez trying to close in on Stephen Thompson, and he is currently doing so right now in the number 39. As you can see, they kind of get strung out single file after they get out of that double wide mess that they get into initially. We got more 3 wide. Double, or 98 I should say, of Adam Garcia, who recently won in the Hers Elimination Series just 2 days ago, actually. Got that victory over in the Hers Elimination Series, so congratulations to him on that. I believe that was his first career Napa fan win. He's going to put Justin Knight in the outside lane, and Knight's going to fall back just a little bit there in the number 23, but Eric Monaco with a move back to the inside of Adam Garcia. They still have not figured it out back in here. Yeah, Alex Bongton were deep in the field. He was at second not too long ago, and he really dropped back. And Zachary DeLello, remember, he started 4th for this race, and he's now in the last position. You do not want to get stuck in the outside lane here at Nashville. Ryan Durrani closed in on Edwin Mendez, and he's going to go ahead and take the 2nd position away from the 39. And it looks like Gatlin Downey might try to do the same. Patrick Zeig with a good run, currently in the 5th position. That awards 10 championship points. It means a lot more if you win a race than it does if you finish 5th in this series. Gatlin Downey's going to get 3rd away from Edwin Mendez right there. Great run for him to the inside of the 39. But Stephen Thompson's led every lap so far, 8 or 9 in the Tennessee 65K. But like I mentioned at the top of the show, we will have pit stops in this race. And if this race remains green, there will be green flag pit stops. And I would like to let you guys know as well, they have a little bit of a tough time coming off the pit lane here at the Nashville Super Speedway and merging on correctly, because lots of times the cycles happen spread out between, 3 or 4 laps. So you'll have guys coming in the pit lane and guys coming out the pit lane, and the merge point is at the same point down the backstretch. So it sometimes does not work out if somebody is trying to come down the same time somebody is trying to come in. Patrick Zeig up to the 4th position. John Gilbert, who won the last race here in the Rockstar Pro Series, is up to 5th. Here's Abe Troxel to the inside of Edwin Mendez, and Mendez got stuck on the outside, and he has fallen back significantly here. And Max Neuwirth also gaining a position right there on the number 39. That's for 7th, so Mendez is now in the 8th position. And it's Hightower and Monaco, the top 10 at the moment, and Justin Knight has fallen way back. 23rd for the number 23 right now. That did not work out too well for him. They're starting to close back in here, and Stephen Thompson looking a little bit closer for the top positions here in Nashville, and it's a very big possibility Ryan Durrani could make a move on the number 12. You run a slightly higher line, you tend to slip up. The outside lane does not work here at the Nashville Super Speedway, and we've seen that happen quite a bit so far here tonight. Gatlin Downey trying to get a run there. Here comes John Gilbert. He might have a run here on Patrick Zeig entering turn number 1. And turn number 1 is the best place to make a pass. You're going to see it right here with Max Neuwirth. You get such a better entry on the inside lane than you do on the outside lane here, which is quite interesting considering how flat of a racetrack this is. You would almost think the outside lane would have a bit of an advantage because it's the wider arc around the corner, but not really the case here at the Nashville Super Speedway. The shorter way around the racetrack is the place to go. Edwin Mendez trying to make some moves back to the inside. He's down the 9th. Could not get around Joey Hightower right there. They are single file throughout the entire field. That is a characteristic of Nashville, but we still get moves like this. Mendez to the inside of Hightower. That's for the 8th position. And Mendez is a guy who actually, you know what? I think I'm getting confused with the Craftsman Throwback Series. He's up there in the points in the Craftsman Throwback Series still. Or was heading into Atlanta yesterday. But I think after that wreck he had yesterday in that Atlanta race, he's fallen back. It's Gatlin Downey who's been doing really good in this series. I think Gatlin Downey actually has the best average finishing position of any driver this season. Or at least he did for the longest time. Justin Knight might have taken that away from him since then, but Downey's been doing a great job, and the funny thing is he's 5th in the points, 38 back. It's just the odd thing about this series with only the top 10 drivers receiving championship points, and with the points really being weighted to the top 3 positions. You know, you can have the best average finishing position and not even be close to the point lead. But Gatlin Downey's pretty close to the lead in this race, running 3rd right now, trying to find a way around Ryan Durrani so he can make a move on the number 2. We really have not talked about Ryan Durrani at all this season. I'm trying to think. I know he won a race at some point last year. He was in the Truck Series, and I can't remember if he won in the Truck Series or not. I thought he did, but I might be wrong about that. I don't think he did, but I know we talked about him a lot more in the Truck Series last year than we have in the Pro Series this year. But either way, here he is in the 2nd position trying to close in on Stephen Thompson. And by the way, we're halfway through this race already. Thompson has led every lap halfway through this event, so he will get the most laps led here tonight in the Tennessee 65K. But I think we might see some strategy play out here in this race because, you know, like I mentioned, we're going to have green flag pit stops in this race, and we could easily see, considering how close these guys are, we could easily see somebody like Ryan Durrani or Gatlin Downey jumping the number 12 after the cycle. They would expect it to be about a 20-lap fuel window here, so they should be coming down any time now. And they're going to dive down that backstretch right down to the pit lane. It's a pretty interesting way they come down the pit lane here, but a very long access road here at Nashville, and they pretty much use the entire racetrack for it. Gatlin Downey to the inside for 2nd on Ryan Durrani, and he's going to get it right there. And you see how much Downey closes in there on Thompson, but if you get the perfect entry into the corner, you really don't get a good entry if you're to the inside of somebody, or if you're to the outside of somebody. You see right there, Downey washed it up the racetrack just a little bit there. And because of that, he lost a little bit of ground to Stephen Thompson. He's probably about the same distance behind Thompson as he was the last lap. We'll see on this lap around. It was 0.37 there. He actually lost time on Stephen Thompson making the pass. So it's very interesting how that all works out. Patrick Zeich, however, has gone up to 3rd. John Gilbert is now up to the 4th position. And now Ryan Durrani in 5th. And here we go. I said lap 20, and right on lap 20. Majority of our leaders are coming down the pit lane. Stephen Thompson. Gatlin Downey wants to be right with Thompson on his strategy. You see John Gilbert there as well. Not many guys staying out. As a matter of fact, only 5 drivers staying out. Patrick Zeich, Ryan Durrani, Abe Troxel, Luke Rainey, and Alex Bonksnor. And with that being the case, we should not have an issue with these guys merging onto the pit lane. And all 5 of these guys coming down here on the access road they go, so we will not have a problem with merging. Stephen Thompson, first driver on, as the race leader. We're going to follow with him and see where he comes in relation to everybody else. I would expect 4 tires out of these guys. This racetrack eats up your tires, but you know what? Gatlin Downey was saying, I'm not doing that, and to the race lead goes Gatlin Downey. How about that strategy call by him? And Thompson's going to lose a ton of ground there. We'll have to see if the fresh tires work for him, though, because these guys ahead of him obviously do not have fresher tires than Stephen Thompson at this point, and Thompson might be at an advantage here. You got Alex Bonksner. Patrick Zeich's the guy I want to watch out for here, though. He was, I think, 3rd when the cycle began. And there he is coming off the pit lane. Here is Gatlin Downey. This might be a tight one for who gets the race lead. Patrick Zeich coming off of turn number 2, and Gatlin Downey is nowhere in sight. So Patrick Zeich might actually take the point lead at the end of the day. Gatlin Downey, however, has the warmer tires. And he might close right up to Patrick Zeich here before you know it. But the new race leader here at Nashville, Patrick Zeich in the number 20. But he's got to hold off Gatlin Downey in these final 10 laps if he wants the race victory. And just tonight he's outside the top 10. So that means if Patrick Zeich were to win here today, he would be our new points leader in the Rockstar Pro Series. With only 5 races remaining after tonight. But Gatlin Downey is not going to let that happen. He's got the run. And I believe entering turn number 1 this time by, he's going to get to the inside and make the move for the race lead. Gatlin Downey getting it done right there. Entering turn number 1 and Downey your new race leader. The driver with the best average finishing position. Or at least has had the best average finishing position for a while, at least up to maybe recent races. But he might get his first win of the season, and this would mean quite a bit to the number 52 team. After how strong they have been this season, to come home with a victory would mean quite a bit. 9 laps to go at Nashville. Actually, 8 laps to go, I should say. Here at the Nashville Super Speedway for Gatlin Downey. But Patrick Zeich's not out of this one yet. And neither is Ryan Durrani or Abe Troxel or John Gilbert. Steven Thompson is not even going to point here tonight after leading a majority of this event. Falling outside the top 10 there on that cycle of pit stops. Those fresh tires are not helping him out. I mentioned, fresh tires are going to mean something, but I believe he only took right sides, and because of that, he's just not going to have an advantage on these other guys who probably went fuel only. Ryan Durrani closing in here on Patrick Zeich. That is for the 2nd position. And Durrani may be able to make the move here on Zeich if he can get a good run through the corner. Coming to 6 laps to go in the Tennessee 65K. We've gone caution-free in this race so far. But it has been a nice one. It's been a fun race here at the Nashville Super Speedway. We're hoping to get more of the same tomorrow night. Durrani. I don't think he's going to get it quite yet. But I think Durrani's slightly faster than Patrick Zeich in this situation. So we're going to have to see if Durrani can make the move and possibly have a shot at Gatlin Downey. He tried to power it through the corner, slid up the racetrack. There he goes. Durrani's got it this time. So Durrani trying to close in on Gatlin Downey for the race lead, but Downey with a much better entry through the corner is going to pull away just a little bit there from 2nd place. And Abe Troxel going to take advantage of that one. He's going to move up to the 3rd position in the number 60 machine. He has the inside on Patrick Zeich. You know what? Zeich might be able to clear here. And Zeich will be able to clear for the 3rd position. Either way, Patrick Zeich's going to close in quite a bit here on the point lead of just tonight. If he finishes where he is right now, he will be 5 points behind him heading into the next race, which is going to be Watkins Glen. I forgot about that. We got Watkins Glen coming up on the schedule in this series, and that's going to be a fun race. Get the Watkins Glen Super Weekend coming up in 2 weeks. That's going to be a fun weekend. Lake Effect Ice Cream Super Weekend, I should say. Going to be a fun one at Watkins Glen 2 weeks from now. Troxel will get it here. That's for 3rd. Great run for Troxel to the inside of Patrick Zeich. Durrani still has a shot here. 2.5 laps to go. If he closes in enough on Gatlin Downey, he might be able to make the move. These guys are dueling it out for 3rd. Zeich back to the inside. He wants to be 5 points behind, heading into Watkins Glen 2 weeks from now. He might very well get it done. Great run for Patrick Zeich to the inside of Abe Troxel. If he keeps the inside entering 1, he's got the position. And he's got the position. And now John Gilbert for 4th on Abe Troxel. Top 5 have pulled away from the rest of the field. Eli Bright's there, Luke Rainey, Edwin Mendez. And Thompson has moved his way back inside the top 10. And I think those tires are finally working for him. But it's a little too late at this point for him. Here we go, white flag in the Tennessee 65K for Gatlin Downey, and Ryan Durrani is right there on the back bumper of the 52. A good entry for Durrani. That might be all he needs to make the move entering turn number 3. There he goes. He's closing in. Ryan Durrani gonna make the move to the inside on the white flag lap here at Nashville. And they might be side by side at the line. Gatlin Downey on the outside, Ryan Durrani on the inside. Durrani's gonna clear in a last lap pass in Nashville. Ryan Durrani wins the Tennessee 65K in the Rockstar Pro Series. Oh my, he got it. Such a great run there for Durrani, and he was able to make the pass perfectly on Gatlin Downey for the race victory. That was unexpected right there. Ryan Durrani, the race winner here at the Nashville Super Speedway. And an excellent race here tonight in Lebanon, Tennessee. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought he was just a little too far behind, but he was able to close in. He did not make the move entering one, but he had a very good entry through turn number one. That's what kept him close enough to Gatlin Downey. And down the backstretch, right to the inside with the number 5, and he entered the corner to the inside of the 52, and that's what's going to give the number 5 of Ryan Durrani the race victory here tonight in the Rockstar Pro Series from Nashville. Gatlin Downey, Patrick Zeich, John Gilbert, Abe Troxel, Eli Bright, Luke Rainey, Edwin Mendez, Stephen Thompson, and Max Newworth all receiving championship points here tonight, and our points leader Justin Knight finished last, so that means he is still the points leader because Patrick Zeich finished third. Not enough points to surpass the number 23 in points, but Patrick Zeich's going to only be 5 points behind the 23 heading into Watkins Glen 2 weeks from now. And if you know anything about Watkins Glen, it's wild and it's crazy, and you're going to definitely want to watch all the races in the Lake Effect Ice Cream Super Weekend 2 weeks from now. All 5 series going to Watkins Glen here very soon. So you're not going to want to miss any of that from the Watkins Glen Super Speedway. But thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize for my announcement was a little off for yesterday's race and today. It's late in the day, and I don't know. I have not done a race with a co-commentator in a while. Everyone's been busy lately, so that might have something to do with it. If I talk too much, I don't talk well, and that was the result of that. But either way, hope you guys still enjoyed the race anyway. I think you would have. That was a good race from Nashville. One of the better races I've ever had here. A last lap pass. I don't know if I've ever had a last lap pass in Nashville, but we had one here tonight. And Ryan Durrani with the race victory, and it might be his first career win on that fan, but I don't think it is. I think he has one before, but I just can't remember. But either way, he's got the win here tonight, and 25 points towards the championship. So thank you guys so much for watching. Here are the point standings for the Rockstar Pro Series after 10 races. Only 5 races remain. Watkins Glen, Rockingham Motor Speedway, Double Dega, so 2 races at the Talladega Super Speedway, and the finale at Indianapolis. So this championship battle is really heating up here in the Rockstar Pro Series, so it's going to be a fun final 5 races here for the Rockstar Pro Series, and I can pretty much assume this is going to be the final season of this series. I really do not think this series is ever going to return after this one. But either way, congratulations to Ryan Durrani on his race victory. Here are the championship standings in the Rockstar Pro Series, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the Cracker Barrel 400 from Nashville in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. I will see you guys later.